Buddy, how you guys doing out there? Today's Thursday, December 3rd already, with the El Nino going on down south. It's giving us some pretty warm weather up here in Canada, so I'm taking advantage of the situation. It's like +5 Celsius here today, so I was trying to get some water into the barn, because as you might know, keeping water in a barn during the winter is pretty difficult when you have freezing temperatures out there. So I just wanted to take 2 minutes, show you guys my setup, just show you what I'm doing to keep water in the barn over the winter. So here you go. So that's it. Today I've got the hose connected to the house, getting some water in here. I've got a little, well, I've got a permanent hose in place, but the ground is still frozen because it has been cold lately, so that of course isn't working. So I took an additional hose, plugged it into the house, got it coming through here, and it goes into my two totes here, two 250-gallon totes. So it's quite a bit of water, and so far, and maybe in about a month or so, I used half of one tote, so that's not too bad. This water is used for my ducks, chickens, and rabbits. So it's not that great a volume of water needed compared to last year when I had goats and larger animals, so that was another story. But for now, this is a pretty good setup. It's all plugged. I've got a little pump here, 12-volt pump, plugged on a battery, which has an intelligent charger, Genius charger, plugged on there to keep it always topped up. But I just plugged it in today just for the heck of it, for the video, because it hasn't been plugged in, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, and the pump's growing great, because I just use it maybe twice a day, 2-3 times a day, usually in the morning or in the evenings. So it doesn't take much power at all. I've got a little digital thermometer here to keep track of the water temperature. Of course, this is in Celsius, so 6.6 Celsius. I'm not too sure what that might be in Fahrenheit, but that's that. And here I've got a little water pump just to put inside the reservoir, so they'll circulate the water. What I got left to do now is plumb the two together through the bottom valves there. I'd like them to be connected together. That way it'll be one big water reservoir, so that'll be a lot better. When I want to heat the water and circulate it, I'll just need one heater to heat the two, so that should be really good. And all this while the pump is plugged onto my sink over here, which is right in front of it. I've got this little wooden stand that I made where I put the water bottles for the rabbits when I want to fill them up, so it goes pretty quick. I could bring all 8 bottles here one shot, boom, fill them all up. Gets done pretty quickly. And the pump, well, that's it. It's on the sink here. I've got a little power switch that I connected the pump to, and the battery, so that works pretty well. Turn that on, so you can see there's quite a bit of flow there, so that's pretty good. Actually, there's more with the pump than there is from the hose from the house, so that's pretty good. So it goes pretty quick to fill up my water. So that's that. And you might be wondering, like, why is this on 12 volts? Well, let me show you. That's it. I've got my little solar panel set up that I've got to hook up and move it over to the other side of the barn here. Not sure if I'll actually be able to hook all this up this winter. You want to be realistic, it's not really going to happen. There's too much stuff to do in today's, well, it's just a fluke. It's just some nice weather, warm weather. I'm taking advantage of that, but I don't think we'll be seeing much of these days here again sometime soon. So I don't know, but I'm not going to take any chances. If I can and I have the time, then I will set it up, but otherwise I'll just stick with the 12-volt battery, which is going great right now. Like these little guys, for example, well, they drink 2 of these bottles a day just to them. So, you know, they're liter bottles, so there's at least, they're all filled at least once a day minimum, depending on the size of the rabbits or the quantities that are together in one area. But, you know, so the water need is there, and for anybody who has a barn and doesn't have easy access to water, well, you know how much hell this could be during the winter when it's, I don't know, minus 20 or something, you know. So it's not a fun thing to go through. I went through it last year, and then I had one reservoir that I hooked up sometime during the middle of the winter, but that was kind of difficult. But anyways, I learned from that. So this year I've got 2. I didn't have enough for 1 last year, and made a few improvements. So, you know, things are going pretty well. I'll keep you guys posted. If you have any questions, comments, or anything that you might be able to add to any of this, then, you know, they're all welcome. So have a great day, guys.